From the students of the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm Jonathan Domow here with your Tuesday afternoon forecast. Let's take a look at the press boxless Beaver Stadium, where they are now currently undergoing construction to rebuild that press box. And skies right now mostly clear, giving them lots of sunshine to work with. Let's take a look at those current temperatures right now. 37 degrees here in State College, but that wind is howling at 16 miles an hour, making it feels like just below 30 right now, 28 degrees. And let's take a look at those temperatures in Center County and beyond. To our east, we are breaking 40s, as high as 46 here in Harrisburg, but as we trek westward, we're experiencing a little bit colder temperatures. 31 degrees is the low out here in Johnstown. And a look at the Commonwealth as a whole, we can see similar stories here. 49 degrees in Philadelphia and just the general southeast breaking those 40s, and all the way up here in Erie, just 29 degrees is the real temperature. And mind you, all the winds that are blowing across the Commonwealth are making those temperatures a little bit colder. And let's take a look at the high temperature departure from average here for Pennsylvania. Up 13 degrees here in State College, and most mid-teens here in western and central Pennsylvania, but up in the far northwestern corner of the Commonwealth, we're just 2 degrees under here in Erie, and mid to high single digits in the southeastern portions. And looking at the entire eastern United States, pretty much similar story. The closer we get to the water, 8 degrees above in Boston here, as high as 20 in Raleigh, but in the same sense here of the extremes, 15 under here in Omaha, Nebraska. So let's take a look here at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. And for those of you keeping up with our friend Phil from Punxsutawney, who has predicted 6 more weeks of winter, right now we're staying steady with that prognostication here, as we are now going to be a little bit below average, which is consistent with 6 more weeks of winter, which is a very common story being told across the country here, especially if you're in Billings right now. Definitely feeling like winter, but not so much so if you're in Miami or Atlanta, who's experiencing right now some higher temperatures from average over the next 6 to 10 days. And let's take a look at the radar satellite. We can see some clouds moving through State College, mostly clear, as you can see. Some snow showers up north here in New York, but not much of a threat for Pennsylvania. We'll take a look at the snow that poses the most threat in just a moment here, but let's take a zoom out. We can see beautiful dry weather for most of the country. We can see some rain, snow up here in the west and some snow up here, but will not be a threat to us at this time. Now let's take a look at some future weather right now. We can see those winds currently howling across the screen, and we can see that those clouds begin to move in around the end of today, but we're not going to see that precipitation threat until the end of tomorrow here on Wednesday, because as we move through the day, we can see some snow creeping up from the south. Could have an impact, but don't expect it to accumulate too much, because as Wednesday turns into Thursday, that's when we see the real precipitation threat. You can see all of that pink is going to be a wintry mix, so think sleet, freezing rain, and bits of snow, and because the temperatures are remaining so low, that is what's causing that. So if you're out driving, make sure you're keeping that in mind with your travel plans, because roads can get pretty slick out there. But by the end of Thursday, we can expect all of that to push to our east, leaving just a couple bits of clouds, but other than that, nice and dry. And your forecast for today, 39 degrees, partly cloudy, winds northwest 5 to 15 miles per hour. And your forecast for tonight, 23 degrees, mostly cloudy, much calmer winds, 6 miles per hour from the northwest. And your forecast for tomorrow, 32 degrees, mostly cloudy, much calmer winds, northwest 3 miles per hour. And a look at your 7-day forecast, 39 degrees on Tuesday, 32 on Wednesday. When that wintry mix moves in, 41 on Thursday, peaks of sunshine on Friday, 32 degrees, and Saturday will bring another rain-snow mix here, 34 degrees, 37 degrees on Sunday, and 35 degrees with clouds remaining on Monday. From the Penn State Campus Weather Service, I'm student meteorologist Jonathan Domow. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.